Hello and good day, traders. It's your one and only Forex coach, Team Legend, and I'm super excited having you all here today on this. I made a promise to you guys that I'll be posting a video to teach you guys exactly how you can prevent unrecoverable losses in the financial market, and that's what I've got here today for you guys to teach you what you need to know and learn so that you can continue to be consistent in winning and not to keep losing, and even to the extent that you're unable to recover what you've lost. All right, so we all understand the fact that this financial market is not an easy one, and it's not a market for the faint-hearted. I always tell my students, if you want to face this market, you must face the market like a lion that you are, and always ready to devour. If you fear the market will win. But if you stand fearlessly, you will win the market. That is one rule. Okay, now today in this video, you're going to learn at the end of it how you can actually prevent unrecoverable losses. But before we proceed, if this is your first time on my channel, could you do me a favor? Smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the very first person to get notified the moment that I release a new content. Because right here in this channel, all I post are ways for you to win in the financial markets. You also want to make sure you join our Telegram channel and join the community as we all keep growing. I also love to let you know that there are channels that are impersonating Bullish Bear FX Academy, and most of them are running investment programs. And I want you to understand that we are currently not running any investment program. In case if you see any of them, just know it is not us. That is why you have on the screen right now at the Bullish Bear FX. That is the link to our general Telegram channel, and that is the only Telegram channel we have. So be guided. Now let's proceed. I want you to pay so much attention on every single thing that I'll be explaining today in this video. All right, and don't forget to hit the like button if you find it helpful. All right, so what do I mean by unrecoverable losses? We all know that in the financial market, it is a normal thing that we make money, we lose money. We make money and we do what? We lose money. So loss is inevitable. In fact, it is stated clearly that 95% of traders are actually losing money in the financial markets. Then just 5% are the ones making the money. So what's happening? There are quite a lot of things that happens, right? A lot of people have challenges with strategies. A lot of people have challenges with technical analysis, price action, blah, 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 and all the rest. But there are certain things that we don't look closely at, which are also part of the things that are causing us to fall into unrecoverable losses. Because it's not just your strategy. Sometimes you get good strategies. I give you guys strategies all the time on my YouTube channel. But sometimes you still find out that this strategy seems not to be working for you. But to be honest, it's not that the strategy is not working. It is just that you are making some certain mistakes that you ought not to be making as a trader, which I'll be exposing and explaining to you guys today. So, what is unrecoverable losses? Unrecoverable losses, in my own opinion, simply means those kind of losses that when you lose it, you're unable to make it back, which is not meant to be so in this financial market. When you lose money as a trader who knows what he's doing in the market, you ought to make it back. So why is it that you will lose money and you can't make it back? Why is it that you deposit $100, $200, or even $1,000 and you get yourself into losses sometimes? You get yourself into profits sometimes, but still, instead of your account growing gradually, you see yourself losing it gradually. Why is it the other way around? These are kind of questions a lot of traders always bring to my DM quite a lot of times, and I keep teaching and explaining to them. But today, I think it's going to be general here, as everybody is hearing me loud and clear. Now, let us look at how you can prevent unrecoverable losses. Now, when we talk about you trying to deal with this unrecoverable loss of a thing, number one thing you want to think about is your risk management, not just your strategy. Sometimes you get good strategies, but if your risk management is poor, I tell you, trader, you will get involved in unrecoverable losses. We're going to do a few calculations in few minutes come, but before we get into there, let us just talk about a few other things. Your risk per trade. As a trader, you ought to know how much you're willing to risk per trade. As one taking VIP signals, you don't just take signals because they are posting signals. You don't just set stop loss anywhere they tell you set stop loss. You have to know how much you're willing to risk because you know how much you have in your account. So that when signals come to you, when you take the trade, you don't just set stop loss blindly because they said stop loss at this or at that. The person giving you signals might likely give you stop losses according to his own account size. But you yourself know how much you have in your account size. So you ought to know how much you are willing to risk per trade, even as someone taking VIP signals. You ought to know how much you're willing to risk per day. You can wake up in the morning and say, today, okay, I'm going into the markets and I'm willing to lose $50 today. In between that $50, you need to decide how much are you willing to lose per trade. It all depends on how many entries you see. All right. Sometimes you can actually find 5 good entries a day. Sometimes you can see 2 good entries. Sometimes just 1 good entry. But the fact is, how much are you willing to lose per trade? And how much are you willing to lose in total per day? You've got to make this decision even before entering the markets. Someone can come up from his house and say, okay, today I want to go to my friend's place. Before you get out of your house, you ought to know how far is your friend's place. How much are you going to spend in transport? So you want to make sure that you have sufficient money in your wallet for you to be able to run the transport, isn't it? That's what it is, trader. Before you get into the market, you have to make sure that you know how much you're willing to spend for the journey you're about to take for the day. So as a trader, it is advisable that you calculate within yourself, agree within yourself, tell yourself, this is what I'm willing to lose for today. Here is one of the biggest things that makes traders get involved into unrecoverable losses, and that is what? Your fluctuating lot size. What do I mean by fluctuating lot size? Your lot size going up and down is not consistent. This is one hidden thing that a lot of traders really never knew. Like, no one has ever told you this before. Your fluctuating lot size is one of the deadliest thing that is affecting your account, preventing you from getting recoverable losses and getting you into unrecoverable losses. Your lot size. I bet you nobody ever told you this, but I will explain it to you and I will prove it to you that this is true. Now the question is, hey Tim, how do you mean fluctuating lot size? How does it really affect my account and cause me to get into unrecoverable losses, right? Now let us get into a little calculation. Now let us say you have $100 account. Now you can see all the things that I've just placed here. I have the F1, F2, W1. Now the F stands for fail and the W stands for win. Okay. Now let us get into this calculation just a little bit. I just want to do a little 10, 20, 30. Just give me a second. And then we have 40. All right, good. So now you took a first entry. You have $100 account, right? Good. You took a first entry and your first entry was a loss, right? Your first entry was what? A loss. You lost $10. How much is remaining? $90. The next entry, you lost another $10. How much is remaining? $80. The next entry, you won it and you won $20, because you must not forget that your trade has to be worth 1 to 2 risk to reward, or even higher, 1 to higher above. But don't ever take trades that are giving you 1 to 1. You don't want to risk $10 to make $10. You only risk $10 to do what? To make $20 and above, right? So we are working with a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. And now let's say your lot size is the lot size that you are using is 0.1 lots per trade. And now we're going to fluctuate it to 0.1 and 0.2. Okay, so just get the logic of everything I'm doing here. Now the first trade you took it on is 0.1 and you lost it. All right, 0.1 lot, you lost it. And when you lost it, you lost what? $10. Because you are a trader who wants to be consistent in what you're doing, you remained on the 0.1 lot size. Okay, 0.1 lots, and you failed the next one and you lost another $10. Now you have $80 remaining. Now on the third trade, you're sticking to your 0.1 lot size. All right, you won it and you hit your TP, your TP1. I'm not talking about TP2 and the 3, just TP1. And your TP1 is the 1 to 2 risk to reward, which is what? Under the 1 lot size, you achieved the goal and you made $20. Your $80, which was your balance after the losses, has gone back to what? $100. Now the next trade you took under the same 0.1 lot size, all right, you lost $10 again. Your $100 has gone back to 90. Now the next and last trade probably for the day, maybe you've decided that you just want to take only 5 trades per day. All right, under the same 0.1 lot size, you won it and you achieved your $20 back. In total, trader, after the entire day, how much did you make and how much did you lose? At the end of the day, you lost $30 and you made $40, meaning that you made $10 out of your $100 account. You now have a total of $110. But don't forget, during the trades, we failed 3 times, but we won only twice. But we were still in profit. We failed 3 times, but we won 2 times, but we were still in profit. Why? Because we were consistent with our lot size and our 1 to 2 risk to reward and our pips in stop loss. I'm not risking more than $10 per trade. That's the rule. But a lot of traders would always fluctuate their lot sizes. Not just your lot size alone, even how much you're willing to lose. A lot of traders will say to themselves, I'm willing to lose $10. And at the end of the day, they will get into a trade and they'll say, man, let me just make this $12. Okay, let me risk $15. Next one, they'll say, okay, let me just risk $16. And you're increasing your loss. Stick to it, trader. Now, let us get into why you get into unrecoverable losses. What we just did is an example of how you stay consistent. Now, why do you get into unrecoverable losses? Now here you said to yourself, okay, you got into the markets feeling so excited for the day, 0.1 lot size, first trade, and you won $20. Now the next trade, you are so excited, wow, this worked, and you said, man, let me increase it to 0.2 lot size. Out of excitement, you entered 0.2 lot size and you then lost it. Instead of losing $10, you lost $20 because you increased your lot size. In the next trade, out of fear, man, I don't want to lose what I just lost. I'm scared of losing. All right, you reduced it back to 0.1 lot size. Now, this time around, it got into profits. Okay, instead of you using the 0.2 that you used before, now you decrease it to 0.1. So instead of you making $20 in your next trade, or probably $40 in your next trade, what you made was $10. Now that you won, because you reduced your lot size this time and you increased it the time when you failed. Out of anger of the fact that you lost something that you've not recovered yet, even after winning your previous win, you said to yourself, man, this time let me increase this lot size probably by 0.3. So that if I win it this time, I will cover all the losses once and for all. And you increase it to 0.3 and you lost it and you lost $30. Out of fear, you say, man, I'm tired of this bullshit. Let me stick to my normal lot size. I don't want nonsense again. You then decided, okay, let me stick to my 0.1 and continue my life that way. And this time you won it, and you won $10. Trader, now watch this out. You won 3 times, right? The three you won $20, $10, which is $30, and another $10, which is $40. But you lost only twice, and you lost $50. Now, do you see how your loss is gradually increasing instead of your profit gradually increasing? This is what happens to traders in the markets. Instead of you increasing your wins little by little, level by level, your loss is what is busy increasing level by level, and your wins are reducing because you're not consistent in your lot size. Traders, stick to one lot size. You only have to increase your lot size when your account balance has increased to a certain amount where you can confidently say, okay, now I've been risking $10 per trade. Now I'm willing to risk $20 per trade. Why are you willing to risk $20 per trade? Because your account size has increased. You have to understand that if you have $100 account and you're risking $10 per trade, it simply means that you have about 10 trades to take before that $100 can get blown, right? Now, for you to increase your loss from $10 per trade to $20 per trade, it simply means you should have at least $200 upward. Isn't that? I hope you get the idea. Please, if you're understanding, make sure you smash the like button and comment, I am understanding. All right. So this is the only reason why you should increase your lot size. Or in fact, the only reason why you should increase how much you're willing to lose when your account increases at least by 100% of how much you had. If you had a $1,000 account, whatever lot size you are using or you used to start, keep using it, trader. Keep using it. Be consistent in that lot size until your account gets to at least $2,000. You can increase your lot size or increase how much you're willing to lose. Two ways is either you increase your lot size at least by one, or increase how much you're willing to lose per trade. I hope I'm communicating, traders. So let me know what your challenge is in the financial market. You can comment below. I will always love to make follow-up videos to teach you guys more. And let me know if you really love this video. You can comment, I love this video, and smash the like button. Don't forget to follow us on Telegram. And for the meantime, traders, make sure you stay safe, keep practicing, keep winning. Now, my final word for you today is to be consistent means learning to keep all things consistent. What did I say? To be consistent means learning to keep all things consistent. If you got this right now, for me to know those who really watched it to the very end, comment what I just said. To be consistent means what? Means learning to keep all things consistent. For the meantime, traders, stay safe and keep winning.